Today, I want to talk about f of x. We're talking about functions today. F of x, when you think of f of x, it's like an appliance. It's like a machine. F does something to x, just like your appliances in your kitchen do something. So the toaster toasts things, the refrigerator cools things, the oven heats things. Those do something to something, just like the f does something to the x. So let's look at some examples here. If you have f of x equals x, that means that no matter what I put in for x, when I say a machine, think of like a conveyor belt, okay? I'm going to put in a number and it's going to spit out a number. So what f of x equals f means is no matter what number I put in, it's going to give me the same number. I could put in a 4 and it's going to give me a 4, and that's going to give me the ordered pair 4, 4. Remember, our ordered pairs are x and y. I could put in a 10 and it will give me a 10. I could put in a -5 and it will give me a -5 output. So let's look and see what that's going to look like on the graph. We have -5, 5, 4, 4, 10, 10. Okay, all of those are going to connect and create a nice straight line if I were to draw it straight. So let's look at another example. What about f of x equals 3x? This means that no matter what number I put in for the input, it's going to triple it and then give me that as an output. So every number is tripled on this one. So if I put in a 1, it's going to triple it and give me a 3. If I put in a 2, it'll triple it and give me a 6. If I put in a -1, it will give me a -3. And if I put in a 0, 0 tripled is still 0. Hopefully your bank account doesn't triple when it's 0. Okay, so if you put these onto a graph, 1, 3, 2, 6, -1, -3, 0, 0. You have a nice straight line graph, and that is a function. Every time I give you an x, you can tell me what the y is. So let's look at another one. What if it's f of x equals -4? This one is different because no matter what number I put in, it's going to give me -4 for the output. So I could put in 1 and it will give me -4. I could put in 5 and it will give me -4. I could even put in -4 and it will give me -4. And look at what this graph is going to look like. -4, 4, 5, -4, 1, -4. This is actually a straight horizontal line crossing through -4 on the y-axis. So this one is just so consistent. Every time I go to an x, I know that y is going to be -4. This is a function, and that's what a function is. It's a well-oiled machine. Look at all these graphs that we've created. Every time you give me an x, I can give you the y and tell you exactly what it's going to be. It's like that conveyor belt pushing out the outputs. So why would we see f of x instead of y? Because I know that your teachers in middle school are using y equals 3x or y equals x. Well, it's the same thing. F of x is the same thing as y. So when you see that, the f of x is just a fancier way of saying y. So don't get confused on that. We're still talking about functions, just like y is a function of x. So if you really want to impress your teachers when they start teaching you y equals mx plus b, the slope intercept form, you could say, what about f of x equals mx plus b? That is the same, right? All right, so hopefully you can go impress your teachers that